Hello guys and ghouls, welcome to the first ever frightful video I have posted. It is I, Professor Pelioerection. Today, I have brought you 3 of the most spine-rattling tales you'll ever have the displeasure of hearing. I have recruited 2 of my friends to scare and frighten you. I hope that's alright. Anyways, I'm in a bit of a pickle with the Bosnian Mafia, so could you all subscribe to my Patreon? I would really appreciate that. And with that, let's get into the terrible tales.
Story number 1. The Tickle Timpson Conspiracy Theory. Many people believe the government when it was reported that Lee Harvey Oswald was the original assassin of John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States. However, many conspiracy theorists have reason to believe otherwise. What madman could have been responsible? Let's look back at Oswald's history with a man by the name of Tickle Timpson. Tickle Timpson was a close friend of Oswald, and many come to believe they were butt buddies. Both Timpson and Oswald served in the military at the same time, and various members of their class have stated that they were also together even in the showers. Both had history growing up in a small town called Arcadia. Regulus Nutsack, a class member of Oswald and Timpson, stated in a private interview that Timpson would always beat Oswald in shooting practice. Nutsack always saw both compete in PvP box battles and Tilted Tower zone wars. At the site of the assassination, Lee Harvey Oswald was found to be escaping from his shooting site, but this was a simple setup made by none other than Tickle Timpson. You see, the gun that was used by Oswald was registered to Timpson's name. In the chamber, a Nerf Mega Bullet was found, one of the deadliest bullets known to mankind. The gun was never fired, so then who could have shot JFK? Feast your eyes to this image right here. Out of the people, there's only one man who wasn't smiling. One man who stands out. And if you look back to the picture of the graduating class of 1967 basic training, only one man is seen not smiling. If you zoom in and enhance the photo enough for the parade, you can see the Tickle Timpson holding JFK at gunpoint. He was never seen again. Many people speculate that he went into hiding into the infamous Auschwitz camps. Many wet their whitey tighties when telling this frivolous story around the campfire.
Story number 2. Black Santa in the Swiss Alps. Switzerland has long been considered one of the safest countries on the planet. However, it might not be as safe as it appears. Over generations, there have been stories circulating in Interlaken, Switzerland, of seeing a mysteriously dark figure in the mountains that has gone unexplained for centuries. Some of the witnesses explain hearing a loud, gravelly voice shouting from the Alps late at night. Others say they've seen an extremely large and murky figure roaming the mountains. Could this mysterious thing be human, or could it be even worse? Have the Interlakenite people been living in danger all their lives? Well, me and my crew of Goonies set off to investigate this enigmatic creature in the mountains. When we arrived, we interviewed some of the locals on their experiences with this creature. Most had only heard stories, but luckily some heedful residents of Interlaken were keen enough to hear loud wailing once a year on Christmas Eve. Was this a cry for help? Did Santa bring him coal? Or had the creature been conducting a seasonal sacrifice in Netanyahu? We had to investigate. Fortunately for me and my Goonies, Christmas Eve was only a fortnight away. In the meantime, we prepared for the worst. We packed all kinds of weapons, traps, and most importantly, Reese's Christmas trees as fuel and bait. We trudged our way through this thick-set snow to the tippy top of the mountain, close enough to the city where we would be able to hear and see the monster surface from his ambuscade. As we waited, we twiddled our thumbs and read up on our Monster Hunter Weekly magazine. At approximately 11:45 p.m., we heard the noise of a car engine starting below us. We went to peek at the noise and were enamored at the sight. It was a blacked-out Hellcat. What would a monster do with a Hellcat, we asked. While we were observing the Hellcat, a pitbull came out of nowhere with an Uber Eats bag from Wingstop. By now, we were stumped. How harmful could a creature who indulges in Wingstop with their pitbull be? We had to find out. Brandishing our guns and on high alert, we went to probe the area. Then, we heard the infamous wail the locals spoke of. We went in and were astonished at the sight of Hennessy bottles and Black & Milds everywhere, but no pitbull in sight. We heard a whimper coming from behind us. We turned around and saw a fat black man wearing a Navy Santa costume, Before we could ask him anything, he disappeared as the clock struck 12 with a twinkle of magic. We now refer to this man as Evil Santa for his scary appearance and lugubrious behaviors.
Story number 3, the Orville Residence. Many years ago, in my own hometown, there was a house so scary you would wet your chonies just looking at it. We called it the Orville Residence, due to its owner and local OBGYN, Orville Balthazar, residing within its walls. One evening, while rain sloshed down onto our trousers, me and my clique decided to explore the most forsaken bungalow in Nedsville, the Orville Residence. We solicited until we saw Orville's classic 1969 Hugo GV eject from the driveway. Once we were in the clear, we slipped our way through the back door like a Mormon on the third date. We had bygoned one major thing though, Orville's pussy. His pussy was an orange tabby cat that guarded his property. Once we had slayed the pussy, we continued our journey into the cellar. Let's just say one thing. I wish we hadn't. Orville had snuck back into the house and was performing an illegal vaginal exam, according to the American College of Obstetrician and Gynecologist Handbook. After witnessing this ghastly scene, we leaped and bounded up the stairs and straight to the local pigs to report this malpractice. Seeing him get put in the back of a cop car was one of the best days of my life, but sometimes when I'm trying to count sheep, I shrill at the thought of him enacting revenge on me after he serves his 72-year life sentence. Hello, my little goblins. I hope your chonies aren't too wet from those scary tales. I do hope I have tickled your fancy to satisfaction with my eerie stories. Have a blood-curdling day.